Hey, first grade. Today we're going to talk about a contraction. We're going to be doing a paper from day 3 of your packet called Sandy Contractions. So what is a contraction? A contraction is two words come together to make a smaller word. Lots of times you can think of it as like a shortcut in how we speak. So if I was going to say, do not run, I might just say, don't run. I'm putting do not together to make don't. And it's just like a little shortcut in my speech. Instead of saying he is funny, I can say he's funny. Just a little bit of a faster way to say he is, or he's funny. So actually, we're going to take a quick look at what contraction means, or to contract. So to contract means to make smaller. So right here I have a rubber band, and when I pull it apart, it gets bigger. And then as I let it go, it's going to contract. Contract means to get smaller. So if I have my two big words, or my two words, and I put them together to make a smaller word, that's where the word contraction comes from. So let's take a look and see what that looks like with putting words together. All right, let's take a look at what it looks like when we make a contraction. We're going to start with two words, he is, and these are stretched out, it's long, just like a stretched out elastic, and we're going to make a contraction, we're going to contract, make it smaller. In order to do that, I'm going to get rid of this I here. So think of that I as gone. And now I'm going to make the word he's. So instead of saying he is happy, we can just say he's happy. Did you notice that I used a little piece of little punctuation right there? Kind of looks like a comma flying up in the sky, huh? This is called an apostrophe. And one of the jobs of an apostrophe is to show that we took this letter out, that there's some missing letters there. In order to make our contraction, we took some letters out and we show that with an apostrophe to get the word he's. Let's make another contraction. We're starting with the words you are. Let's say we're saying, you are my friend. Another way you can say that is you're my friend. So just like our elastic, you are is two words. To make a contraction, to make it smaller, we're going to get rid of a letter. And when we rewrite your, we're going to put an apostrophe right where the missing letter, and sometimes letters, are to get the word you're my friend. The last example we're going to look at is the word she will. Maybe in our sentence we say, she will go to the beach. Another way we can say that, a shortcut way, is to say she'll. She'll go to the beach. So we're going to take those words, she will, stretched out, and we're going to contract it. We're going to get rid of two letters this time to make the word she'll. Oops, I forgot something. I got rid of some letters, so I need to show that I got rid of those letters by adding a special punctuation mark, an apostrophe. So if I add an apostrophe, I'll get she'll. Let's take a peek. Before I added an apostrophe, do you know what that word is? Something you would find at Notion. Shell. So this shows us that it's really important that if we're crossing letters out to make a contraction, we're using that apostrophe. It will help us with reading so that we'll know to read this word as she'll go to the beach instead of shall go to the beach. So when we're making and using contractions, we're using a shortcut way of talking or writing. And we need to use a special type of punctuation called an apostrophe. If we forget an apostrophe, it might change what the word is saying when we're reading it. So let's take a look at our Sandy Contractions paper. We're going to do this together and see what we come up with to make those shortcuts. All right, here we are with our Sandy Contractions paper. The first two words that they're giving us that we need to find the contraction for, with a shortcut way of saying, is can and not. Let's put can and not together to make a smaller word. Do you know what that word is? It's can't. So here's the letters we're getting rid of. Go ahead and put an X right through N and O, or cross them out. It might be a little bit easier. Cross them out. And when we rewrite can't, where those letters we took away, we're going to add instead an apostrophe to take place of those letters we took away. So when we write it down here, we're going to have can, apostrophe, T. Can, t. Make my apostrophe a little bit bigger. So that is cannot, shorter way of saying it. Can't. That's our contraction. Let's look at our next one. We're going to put the two words it and is together to make a contraction. It's a shorter way of saying it is. It's. We're going to get rid of the I. Go ahead and cross out your I there. So when I rewrite it, I'm going to have it. What did I forget, friends? Where I took away the I, what do I need to put? An apostrophe. Let's put an apostrophe there, right where the I should go, or the I came from. All right, let's take a look at our next words down here. We have that is. What's a shorter way of saying that is? That's fun. That's. We're going to get rid of the I. So that means I'm going to write T-H-A-T, that, and I'm going to keep my S, and then where this I was, I'm going to put in my apostrophe. So T-H-A-T, next would come the I, which I got rid of, so I'm going to put an apostrophe there to show that there's letters missing. S, that's a good idea. All right, our next words are they are. Maybe in a sentence it might be, they are headed home. What's a shorter way of saying they are? There, you might say they're headed home. We're going to get rid of the A. Go ahead and cross out the A, friends. So when we write there, we're going to do T-H-E-Y. Now here's where my A would be. So I'm going to put an apostrophe, R-E. They're headed home. Okay, two more down here. Are not. Let's put the words are not together to make a contraction. Let's use it in a sentence. The birds are not hungry. How could we say are not in a shorter way? A little shortcut. The birds aren't hungry. Aren't. In this contraction, I'm going to get rid of the O. Go ahead and cross your O out. When we rewrite it, we're going to have all these letters here, A-R-E. We're going to keep our N, but then instead of our O, we're going to make an apostrophe. We're going to keep our T. So A-R-E-N apostrophe T. Okay, we have one more down here. This one we probably use all the time. I am. When we're talking, when we say things about what we are, you might say, instead of saying I am, you might say I'm. Instead of saying I am hungry, you say I'm hungry. We're going to get rid of that A. So go ahead and cross out that A. Now to make I'm, you're going to write your I. We got rid of the letter A, so there goes our apostrophe where the A would be, and an M. I'm hungry. Well done, friends. Go ahead and add some color if you want and pizzazz that up.